Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Andy the Player, because I'm a player baby, and in today's video, it's a very different video. This is my first vlog to the channel. I went to Berlin late last year, did loads of Berlin things, went to lots of different attractions and cool things to do and see, but one of the main things that's related to this channel, I guess, gaming related, is I went to the gaming museum, Computer Spiele. There's literally just everything to do with gaming, loads of memorabilia. It focuses a lot on how gaming started and all the way up to kind of today's gaming generation, really. It's really fascinating just learning about everything to do with games. If you're not even a gaming fan, it's just really cool to go there and just check it out. There's lots of hands-on things that you can play around with, obviously being games, and also just learn and see things. It's just great. And yeah, here is my vlog on everything to do with the gaming museum, Computer Spiele. Here it is. Literally, this place is a gold mine for any gamers out there, featuring just tons of old school games consoles and memorabilia and everything in between. Just absolutely anything to do with gaming. You may remember this little game called Cool Spot on the Sega Mega Drive. I used to play this all the time. There's old school Pac-Man within a table arcade. Checking out the Atari 7800. Look at the control. How just basic. Wow, I don't think I've ever played on one of these before. Say that. Say that. There you go. Gotta get that cone. Yeah. It's kind of like a Pac-Man sort of game. Or even this for a console. The Intellivision Mattel Electronics. I have never heard of this system before. Look at the... Is this a control? With just one single button? And there's a couple of buttons on both the sides there. This is strange. So this is the direction using this silver thing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But what an interesting control layout. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, dead. Yeah, let's not do that. Looks like we've had loads of tech and game people in the industry, like Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple, Ian Livingstone, co-founder of Games Workshop, co-founder of Xbox. What's his name? Ed Fries. Okay, never heard of him. Over here, some more Hideo Kojima from like Metal Gear Solid. Oh, Randy Pitchford owns Gearbox Software like for Borderlands. You may recall this character, Max Headroom, a fictional artificial intelligence that famously appeared in the 80s.
Don't forget that. Later in the show, I'm going to be talking to the superstar with the 5-star talent.
There's a prototype of the world's first home video game console called Odyssey, which released in 1972. Looks very basic and never heard of it, so there you go. But man, there's tons of old school consoles here on show, all going from the beginning to pretty much current video consoles today. There's Mega Drives, Sega Nintendos, Game Gear, Game Boy, Sega Saturn, N64, Dreamcast, PlayStation, Xbox, GameCube, and a personal favourite, the Sega Master System. There's even an Apple II computer from 1977, signed by Steve Wozniak himself. There's a few rooms dedicated to your classic arcade machines, which I lived on as a child. One of my favourites is this in the corner, the classic Daytona! Or Daytona USA. I spent so much money on this when I was a little Andy. It was such a cool racing game. Another classic was Sega Rally, but I never got to play on it. People kept hogging the game. But there's loads of arcades. I then tried to ride one-handed on the classic game Paperboy, where you had to deliver papers to people's houses on a bike. Whoops. Next up was a vintage looking arcade room that looked like something straight out of Stranger Things. I love the whole retro look, even featuring a fake counter to get your change. Oh, and there's mirrors in here too. Fantastic. You got the classic Donkey Kong game featuring Mario. Again, playing with one-handed is never recommended. Next up, I came across a very old school looking virtual reality headset and contraption. I never recall seeing this from back in the day. This is a promotional video from 1995. I'm presuming it didn't do very well if I've never heard of it, but then when you compare it to virtual reality of today, we've come some serious leaps and bounds. Then was a timeline of classic video games over the years, all featuring of course classics that we all played. Games like Lemmings leading little guys around to the exit, Sonic the Hedgehog doing what all hedgehogs do. We've got the game Zool doing whatever the hell it is he does again. But it's been a long time since I played this game. The original Stealth Master, Metal Gear Solid. The thing I wasted my childhood on, Tamagotchi. The game that made kids want to be an interior designer, The Sims. The classic animal fighting game, Pokemon. The game we all desperately hoped we could make her get naked, Tomb Raider. To the greatest franchise of all time, Grand Theft Auto. And this was GTA 4. I can't believe this game is 12 years old already. 2008 this game came out. Jeez. Next up is 3 failed gaming kits. VFX 1 VR headset. Yep, never heard of it. The Power Glove, where only 2 games worked with it. I'm guessing that's why it was a flop. And then the very well known Nintendo Virtual Boy. Unfortunately, there was a lot of problems with this, let alone a very expensive price tag, but yeah, this flopped too. Hey, ever wanted to see the evolution of Mario? Well, now you can. 1981 Mario from the classic arcade machines, 1983 Mario from the NES, 1991 Mario from the SNES, 1996 Mario from the N64, 2002 Mario from the GameCube, 2006 Mario from the Wii, and 2018 Mario from the Nintendo Switch. Now that was fun, wasn't it? Next up was a cycling machine and a racing game. However, the computer has been set up with the cycling machine as the controller. So, to accelerate the car, you have to pedal, and obviously the faster you pedal, the faster the car goes. It's pretty cool. After making myself sweaty cycling on the bike, I thought I'd cool off by playing some Dance Dance Revolution. That was a silly idea, wasn't it? But to be honest, I don't think I've ever played the game. It's never really interested me, but you know what? It's not actually that bad. It does hurt your legs though after a while. Oh, God. It's my first time playing it.
Good job.
Thanks, man. Your turn. There were even sections of areas that were made up to look like a snotty-nosed teenager's bedroom from the 80s and 90s. There's Crash Bandicoot going on in here. Or we got this funky kitted out room where Super Mario is on. What you doing there?
Trying to get over my back.
You can do it. They've really paid a lot of attention to detail here. There's something about these rooms that just makes retro look so cool. Cooler than what we're used to nowadays anyway. It's just hard to do with one hand, but... Right, okay, I can shoot. Alright, okay. This is very hard to do with one hand. Let me put it down. Alright, there we go. Oh, this is so hard to do with one hand. Just trying to control the controller in between my legs. Oh god, you're going too quick now. I love the decor here. Look at all this stuff, a Commodore. However, one of my favourite things on offer to do here was playing this beast. This is called the Pain Station. A play on the word PlayStation. It's a 2-player game where you can play Pong. A very simple game, however, it's been modded with a few side effects. You see, whenever you miss the Pong ball, you can either get your hand electrocuted, your hand becomes extremely hot, or your hand will get whipped. playing in this extraordinary way really intensifies the game and puts both players on edge, as you really don't want to get a punishment for losing. It was first developed as an art project by a couple of students in Cologne, Germany, but it got quite popular within games conventions and went through a few upgrades. Before playing this, you literally have to sign a waiver pretty much saying whatever happens to you, the company is not liable for you. Of course, we carried on and played, but yeah, it's got to be one of my favourite games. Even though there's pain involved, and you will definitely endure pain, but yeah, it doesn't matter, it's just so much fun. You got really cool. Want to do it again? This is the greatest game ever.
Oh my god, you have like an actual circle stuck to you.
So the punishments are electrocution by holding your hand on these, heat coming out of here, and this is a plastic tube which hits you very, very fast. And that's it. That has been my little Berlin vlog. If you wanted to check out the rest of my Berlin videos, or even my whole, I travel a lot. If you want to check out my actual traveling videos, I have another channel called Mr. Andy Bradley. I'm going to put a link down below. Before I did this channel, I did, well, I still do. I do comedy sketches as well as comedic kind of travel vlogs. If you wanted to check out that channel, yeah, links are below in the description, and I'll put a little channel link at the end of this video. But yeah, Berlin was really cool. I really do recommend checking out some of the attractions if you've never been before. Just be a proper tourist. But hopefully you've liked this video and the kind of bit of a change of format, really, just a vlog rather than just putting gameplay videos in here. I'm kind of still experimenting on what kind of gaming things to show and do on this channel. It's still really new, so yeah, any input from you guys will be much appreciated. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and watching to the end if you have done. I guess I will see you next time. I've been Andy the Player. Keep playing as always. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye!